Hello students, hope you all will be safe and healthy. This is your English grammar class and our today's topic is adverb clause. As you know that we have already discussed two main types of clauses, independent clauses and dependent clauses. Then in dependent clauses we have discussed noun clause and adjective clause or relative clause. Today we are discussing adverb clause. Let's discuss it. Adverb clause, a subordinate clause that works just like an adverb. So remember that an adverb clause can be also called subordinate clause because it is usually started with a subordinate conjunction. But it is a clause. Clause, as you know, it is a group of words having a subject and a finite verb that works just like an adverb. So it is a subordinate clause and it is working just like an adverb in a sentence. It is performing the same function as an adverb in a sentence. And you know what is the function of an adverb? It modifies verbs, adjectives or other adverbs. So an adverb clause also functions the same. It modifies verbs, adjectives or other adverbs in sentences, but mainly it modifies verbs. Like the main function of adverb is to modify verbs, but it can also modify adjectives or other adverbs. So same is the case with adverb clause as well. It tells where, when, how, why, to what extent or under what conditions something is happening or something is modified. So it answers the questions where, when, how, why, to what extent or under what condition. Let's discuss the position of the adverb clause in a sentence, that it places whether it is used in the start of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. So an adverb clause can be come at the beginning of a sentence, like as you can see in the example, after the game began I went to the snack bar. So here you can see that after the game began is an adverb clause. Why? Because it is modifying the verb went here. I went to the snack bar. Why or when? After the game began. So here it is answering the question when, after the game began. So it is an adverb clause and it is a dependent clause. Why? Because like if we just tell someone that after the game began, so what its meaning would not be clear. So that's why it is needing an independent clause to complete its meaning, which is I went to the snack bar. So here you can see after joining these two types of clauses, so we are having this sentence and its meaning is clear to us. After the game began I went to the snack bar. So here it is answering the question when. And so here it is proof that an adverb clause can be used in the start of a sentence. It can also be used at the after the verb. As it is mentioned, an adverb clause can come after a verb. I left when I got bored. So here you can see when I got bored, it is an adverb clause which is modifying the verb here, modifying the verb left. I left when I got bored. It is answering the same questions when, showing the time of the action. I left when I got bored. So here you can see an adverb clause can come after a verb in a sentence. It may come after a verb in a sentence. It can come after an adjective. It can come after an adjective as well at the end of the sentence. As you can see, he was unhappy because he fell down the stairs. So here he was unhappy. This unhappy is an adjective here. So why was he unhappy? Because he fell down the stairs. So here this adverb clause is modifying the adjective here, adjective unhappy. As you know, unhappy is an adjective. It is a quality which is describing the pronoun he, telling us about the pronoun he. So it is an adjective unhappy and it is further modified by the adverb clause because he fell down the stairs. So here you can see it may come after an adjective and it is at the end of the sentence. So an adverb clause can be may be at the start of the sentence, it may be at the end of the sentence, and it may be come after adverb or adjective or verb. Okay, again here you can see the fourth condition. It can come after a noun. It may come after a noun in a sentence but will not describe it. But as it is an adverb clause, it is not an adjective clause which would tells us about noun. So it may come after the noun but will not describe it. It will not describe the noun mentioned earlier. Like you can see, I will go to the mall as soon as I get home. So here it is showing us the time as well, but I will go to the mall. So the word mall is noun here, and this adverb clause came after the noun, but it is not modifying or it is not describing the noun here. It is not telling us anything about mall. So I will go to the mall, here it is modifying that the same verb go, as soon as I get home. When will you go to the mall? As soon as I get home. So here it is again answering the question when, and adverb clause may come after the noun but it would not modify the noun. Then let's discuss that how to punctuate an adverb clause, when to use punctuation, commas. Introductory adverb clause is followed by a comma. Whenever we are having adverb clause at the start of the sentence, we would be always put a comma at the end of that clause. Like as you can see, after the game began, comma, I went to the snack bar. So here you can see, after the game began, we have put it a comma here, I went to the snack bar. So whenever an introductory adverb clause is used, so then we would put a comma after it. Adverb clause at the end of the sentence has no comma, but whenever it would come at the end of the sentence, then we would not put any comma before or after it. I went to the snack bar. So here no comma is mentioned here. After the game began, there is no use of putting commas in this type of adverb clause. Like whenever it is used at the end of the sentence, then we would not be put any comma in it. Then as you know that I have already mentioned that it is usually starting with subordinating conjunction. Adverb clauses begin with a word or words called subordinating conjunctions. We have discussed some coordinating conjunctions and some subordinating conjunctions and types of conjunctions as we have done it earlier. So there I have mentioned you that coordinating conjunctions are just few. I have given you a formula, fanboys, that just for, and, nor, so, yet, so on. These are just few coordinating conjunctions which are joining two independent clauses. And then I told you that we have certain subordinating conjunctions which functions by joining the subordinate clause with the main clause. So adverb clauses begin with a word or words called subordinating conjunctions. Adverb clauses mainly consisting of this subordinating conjunctions in them. Subordinating conjunctions show the relationship between the adverb clause and the word or words that the clause modifies. Similarly, what's the function of subordinating conjunctions? It shows the relationship between the adverb clause and the main clause or the verb or the words which are modified by this adverb clause. So it shows the relationship between these two. As you can see, subordinating conjunctions here, they are just mentioned along with the adverb clause. After the game begins, as we have discussed earlier, since I left California, although I was tired, so that I can go home to bed before I get home, where they belong. Whenever you go, if you go to bed early, whether you win or lose, until we meet again. So here you can see the words that are capitalized. These are all subordinating conjunctions, and some they are used in an adverb clause, that how it functions in an adverb clause. So it may come at the start of the sentence, or some of them may come at the end of the sentence. So these are just adverb clauses mentioned with subordinating conjunctions in them, and they join with the independent or main clause to complete its meaning. Hope this lecture would be clear to you. Your homework for today is that you have to write 5 sentences having adverb clauses in them, starting with the subordinating conjunctions. Okay, See you in my next class.